But life told you that the better thing to do is to get that boat. Why? Because your friends probably told you to get it. You probably had some buddies that said, man, we're going fishing. You should get a boat. You'll look really cool because you have a boat. That's what life told you to do. But in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit told you to go open a business because you have a gift. What's up, everybody? Look, it's time for another Average Mindset Monday. And listen, I'm talking to you today about so you go to work, you've been in the world, you've been doing things, you've been influenced by all these things, these people, these whatever the environment that you're in, right? But I want you to think back to the time that you had these goals, you had your purpose, your assignment, right? Go check out the GPA video. And you said, that's what I want to do. And so the reason I thought about this was because so I had a conversation the other day, and people say, well, I really think you should go this route, right? I really think you should do this with your business. I really think you should, you should change your leadership style. My entire career that I've had, right, it's been, hey, you need to manage people like this instead of like this, right? And then I always come back to the point to where it's like, but what speaks to me? What's the thing that I said that I was wanting and set out to be? What's the person that I said, hey, look, my goal is to get this done. My purpose on earth is to do this. My assignment is to take care of this business while I'm on this planet. But then what happens is sometimes other people come to you and say, nah, you should really be doing this. And then you jump to all these different avenues and these different aspects to your life and these different things until eventually what happens is that you can't pursue them. Let me refrain from saying can't, right? You're discouraged from pursuing them because you start to put up all these barriers that say, I can't do these things, right? You start to put up the walls that say, I don't have the entry to be able to handle this particular situation. I don't have the money to be able to do whatever it is, right? But then when you really peel back the layers, you have everything that it takes, right? You got everything that can happen. Like you have everything in your disposal to be able to do it, because guess what? Over here, you just talked about buying a brand new vehicle. But then over here, you're talking to me about how you don't have enough money to put a website up. Over here, you're talking about, I don't have enough time to do these things and whatever it may be, right? But then all of a sudden, you told me how you just binge watched a Netflix series in a day. Or I'm telling y'all, the amount of conversations that I have where a person says, I cannot do this, and then proceeds to justify how they can do it because they said that they just spent however much time doing this other thing. Right? So that's the thing, is I want you to think about what that GPA for you. Before people told you what you were supposed to do with your life, what did you want to do? What's the things that you want to proceed with, right? What's the things that you want to take care of in your life that somebody else didn't dictate and say you were supposed to go that route? You had to go that route because I said so. Too often, and I'm talking about 9 times out of 10, I'll have a conversation with somebody and they'll be telling me, man, I really want to take this route in my life, right? A lot of times people approach me that's be like, man, Corey, I really want to open a business. That's the hot thing, right? Everybody wants to open a business. Everybody has a business to run. I'm not mad at you for it. But they say, man, I really want to open a business. And then they'll proceed to tell me everything that can't happen for them to open this business. But then every time I talk to them, I'm hearing about all these different things that they're doing, right? They're going on these trips. They're blowing money on these different things that's not getting them toward the goal, right? I just had a conversation with somebody the other day that said, hey, man, I don't have enough money to build a business, to open it, to get the LLC and all that other stuff. And then 2 weeks later, the person said, man, I just bought me a brand new boat. I'm gonna let that marinate for a second. The person said, I don't have enough money to do that. I don't know if y'all ever bought a boat before, but it ain't cheap. Not the big one. And this, I'm not talking about the tin boy that's just kind of regular, got a little motor on the back or whatever. I'm talking about the big time with the twin motors on the back and all that other stuff. What are we doing? Clearly the priorities aren't there. Right? But life told you that the better thing to do is to get that boat. Why? Because your friends probably told you to get it. You probably had some buddies that said, man, we're going fishing. You should get a boat. You'll look really cool because you have a boat. That's what life told you to do. But in your mind, in your soul, in your spirit told you to go open a business because you have a gift. Like I run into individuals every day that like, hey, I'm on this leadership journey. I have a team that I'm supervising, I'm managing, I'm directing, whatever it may be. And they say, man, you know, this is the type of person I am. And then in front of those people, they show up as somebody else because the world told you that's what you should show up as. So that's my question for you today, right? What is the thing when you go back to before the world told you you should do these things? What is that? And how do we pursue it? How do we truly pursue it? And you could drop comments and you can message me and all that other stuff. But what I'm telling you is when you peel back the layers, I guarantee you that everything that you talk about you want to do, you can do it. It may take you some time to do it, but every single day I have conversations with people that say, these are all the reasons why I can't, and then justify why they can to me. That's your average mindset Monday. Y'all think about that for a second. And look, before we go, remember, the greatest thing that we have to become in life is to be able to be someone that someone else can be accountable for, right? Like they can come to us and we can help them. That's the greatest thing in life. Y'all have a good week.